This time we actually have these dice. So these are really badass. She bought these for me as a birthday present. And this time right here, this is the stuff that we ended up finding. Now, we went to Walmart, which I'll show a quick clip of that. So I'm at Walmart. We're doing a mystery box challenge. And I was like, oh, we'll just go to Walmart. It won't be any big deal. And cilantro is one of the mystery box ingredients. And they only have flat leaf parsley and regular parsley. Did you find any cilantro?
No, we don't have any here. They're all sold out.
I think using most of the ingredients, maybe let's say at least 3 of the ingredients, maybe that should be fine. I think that would be a good way to go. But I don't know, it's the first time doing the challenge, so I guess we'll find out. Okay, so we got most of the veggies. We got the, let's see, let's go take a look at what we got so far. Artichokes, parsley in place of the cilantro, broccoli, ignore that stuff. We got garlic, tomatoes, got avocados. So next up we need to find some polenta. I'm in the pasta aisle right now. Polenta, where are we at? Maybe it's in the next aisle over. Can you like finding polenta?
I've definitely seen it, and I thought it was down this aisle.
I'm seeing like rice, beans, tortillas, and stuff like that. So maybe, oh, maybe it's over here somewhere. Oh my God, she's got her hands on my back, and they're freezing cold. They're like ice. I'm dying. I'm dying. Okay. Oh my God.
I wasn't kidding. My hands are really cold.
So after investigation, next time we're gonna have to go to HEB because that polenta is the only frickin' polenta they have. Because I just checked on the Walmart app, and every version of polenta, including red mill and everything else, does not exist. Whatever. I guess that's part of the challenge. The challenge is going from make a dish using these ingredients to try to find the ingredients in Walmart because Walmart doesn't have half that I need. Okay, so I have to use this, so we'll see. We'll get the $2 one.
Yeah.
$2
This is
cilantro.
probably what. Oh my God, I look diseased.
Oh my God, you don't look diseased. Grits is white corn or hominy. Polenta is from yellow corn. I'm still dumbfounded why Walmart doesn't have fucking polenta. Like, that's a really basic thing. That's the world we live in, and these are the things that we're given. She doesn't want to be on camera. So we got everything. We got a Cabernet for the wine, and then we got the artichokes. I'm also going to get bell peppers. Fennel we couldn't find at Walmart, so we're probably going to go to HEB next time. They didn't even have cilantro. All they had was flat leaf and regular parsley. So we have dried cilantro that we could find. That was the closest thing. And polenta, we're going to use it, but all they have was fully cooked polenta. They didn't have any of the dry stuff to use. This is what we ended up with.
I bought avocados because originally I was thinking of doing almost like a spin on dumplings because I love dumplings. So I was thinking of doing like a Southwest, because of the cilantro, like a Southwestern flavor into the dumpling with the key, like just kind of playing on the cilantro and the beef. And I wanted to make a avocado cream sauce and somehow incorporate like the tomatoes and some of the beef. And then we bought some peppers, and I wanted to kind of stuff them into a dumpling, but I got pre-made dumplings on accident because I wasn't paying attention. I'm still thinking that, okay, so we should definitely incorporate the wine into the beef. I do not know much about flavor pairings. I'm still learning. So I'm thinking we do a tomato and garlic polenta. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna act like I do. So I'm thinking having a side of a brown butter broccoli.
Fuck it. Let's do it. And actually the tomatoes would pair well with the artichokes as well. So.
Okay.
It can either be good or gross.
All right. That's
So I think the polenta will work really well with this. Just to add a little bit of extra, we're going to put Parmesan cheese on the artichokes. So basically we're going to roast off the artichokes with some olive oil and salt, blah, 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 like before.
So we're going to do a tomato artichoke polenta. Mm-hmm. That actually sounds good. What about the broccoli? I'm thinking, can we make...
The brown butter broccoli sounded amazing.
And then I was going to take the cilantro and I was going to add avocados. And I was going to make an avocado cream sauce.
And we have the dried cilantro because we couldn't find the fresh.
Right.
Okay.
And then I was going to take the tomatoes and the polenta. And I was going to do a Spanish-inspired polenta. And I wanted to incorporate some peppers and the beef. Kind of dice up the beef.
We're going to make some wonton wrappers.
All right, let's make our own wonton wrappers. Okay, so...
This month.
All right. Almost like an empanada, because empanadas are dumplings in its own way. They're empanadas, so maybe...
We'll do kind of like a dumpling style dough. So the thing is, we'll probably want to get the dough done first because we'll need to make the dough, and then it'll need to rest, and then we can get that done and out of the way, and then we can work on the next steps. For the garlic. Okay, so we'll do about, I don't know how many we're gonna make. We'll do 5 cloves. So you're right about the smashing.
I want to smash.
You'll get to smash.
Oh, I'm going to get to smash. I am.
Okay, so I like to get as much of the crap off of there as we can. So that leaves us with that. And I'll just show you with the first one. Take that. Now, the way they always show you on Food Network is that one chick with the crazy hair puts the knife blade.
That's
Some
where I got
people
it from.
don't like doing that because of this.
Right.
So if you're going to do it, you got to be really careful. So knife on, hand, open palm, wide fingers, smack it down.
Oh my God, I'm scared now. I thought I wanted to, but I don't know now.
Yeah, you'll be right. And then the stuff just kind of falls right
Okay,
off.
all right, let me try it. I want to take my anger out on it. Okay, so you said this way.
Yep,
Okay.
so set it down, put it on there.
Open palm.
Open palm, have confidence, and just
I don't
smack.
have confidence.
You gotta have confidence.
I'm not confident.
There you go. All right. There you go. Just
Ooh,
take
I
that.
did it.
You did. It's great.
Okay.
Just do that with all of those.
Okay. Fuck you, garlic.
Fucking garlic.
Actually, no. I'm sorry, garlic. I am not a horrible person. Garlic has feelings too.
Yeah, we're gonna do all of it, but we're not gonna necessarily add all of it right away. You wanna hold it?
This is totally a mess. I don't know
That's
what to do.
fine.
Ooh,
That's
this is
why we're
actually
doing it.
looking somewhat good. Okay. Oh, this is going with the beef. We can probably put some into the polenta, though. I'd like to season, just to keep the flavors very cohesive. This is very fun. This is a really awesome bonding experience.
Great.
I don't like cooking like you do because it is very stressful. Have you ever like taken a second to think that your cooking may kill somebody?
Oh yeah, of course.
Like if it's undercut.
I mean, that's why.
So that's why I'm stressed.
That's why I have an
I
entire
don't want to
food
be a
safety
murderer.
course. Is the
Like,
exact
I
reason.
want to be a murderer.
I actually worked at the hospital back when I was back like 2010, 2011. I worked at a hospital, and the stress for me there was realizing that even though it was crappy hospital food, like there were times where
Smaller?
that was somebody's last meal. That's actually getting pretty good. To get the garlic clumped together really well and kind of get it tightened up.
Okay.
And then basically you'll use the knife and do really thin cuts, and you'll use your fingers to kind of, there you go. If you want to too, you can just put some saran wrap over it and smash the shit out of it and call it a day.
The only thing I want to smash is you. I will give
that's
this
pretty
back to you. You can
That's
have it
fine.
because my hands are looking a hot mess.
That's fine. It doesn't have to be much smaller than that. If we really needed it that small and we needed it small quickly, we can just put it in a food processor.
I'm gonna cook it first so that way it gets all the flavor. Butter it up. I don't know if cutting it up is gonna ruin the steak. I don't want to ruin the steak.
Full confession, I haven't actually made wonton wrappers.
Well, I haven't either.
To make the wonton wrappers, we need 2 cups of flour. We'll start that slow, so a little bit of salt. For some reason, when I cut onions with contacts in it,
Oh no, that was with glasses.
me real
They were burning my eyes like so bad. So I'm actually going to dice up some onion to cook with.
Oh, you're going along with the ribs, huh?
Yeah, they're kind of like track marks. They kind of help me know where to cut. I just assume that that's what people did because there's marks to cut.
Because you go along it, and then also when you go to dice, everything's already good.
Yes.
Pan's starting to brown a little bit. Yeah. Just move that around a little bit. Turn the heat off. If you run into an issue with it, you don't have to turn the heat on or off. You can just tend to remove it from the heat and wait for the heat to build back up again. Make it nice and bubbling. Add this egg to half a cup of water, but I'm going to start with only half of that, so quarter
My
cup.
onions are browning, so I'm going to go ahead and drop my steak. I'm being gentle. I'm being gentle. This.
Yeah, I'm going to turn the speed up on this a little bit. Smells great.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you're supposed I don't know. I'm just doing what I'm
No, that's right. You're
seeing
doing
on
good.
TV. That dish I made the other day was really good. And I just smell the seasonings and just determine what would smell good, like what would taste good. How many minutes do you think for each side? That's the big thing that I have a problem with like cooking meats is I don't know. I've never learned like how long.
See how there's already starting to be this like pool right here? Mm-hmm. That's really close to where you'll need to flip it. And you want to flip it, and we're going to start getting close to temp on the steak. What you gotta do is when you're ready, just pop that bad boy in. Go ahead and pull your steak. You need a plate to put it on?
Yes. Is this so heavy?
You good?
It's heavy.
Yeah, that looks great.
I just can't hold it. It's just so heavy.
Now done. You see there's like a little, barely little tiny bit of stickiness there. But it mostly comes off clean. If this had some yeast in it and a little bit of sugar, maybe a little bit of beer, this is like exactly what you're looking for pizza dough. All we need to do is wrap this and let it rest. And you know, I'm not as worried about the crust on this one because it's gonna go inside dumplings.
Right.
All right, so we got our dough. We're gonna put it in here. We're gonna let that rest for most of the cooking time. Cover that. I've got this thing that we can use to core these.
Okay.
So sometimes you can just twist them off, but sometimes they're a little heavy. And then to core them, all I do is I stick this in here and give it a twist. Pops right out.
Okay, so and then twist.
Yeah, just twist it around.
Oh,
you got it. It's great.
But mine definitely, my tomato was assaulted.
I'm joking.
I mean, poor thing. Look.
We're about to salt both of the tomatoes. It's gonna be fine. They're gonna get roasted here. So
okay.
all we need is a knife next. So just gonna demo the first one really quick. So a little bit of oil over here. Oh shit! Way too much. Oh my god.
Here we are.
So we're gonna coat this. This is why I'm gonna be getting some things to make this a little bit. Dump some of that out. All right. So for the first one, all we're gonna do is half down, half.
Okay.
And then we're going to pop these in here.
Okay.
A little tiny bit more oil, and when I say tiny, I mean not nearly what I had before. Just a little drizzling there, and we're gonna do salt. And then you wanted it to be southwest, like a southwest flavor profile.
Yeah.
Now, did you want to put that directly on the tomatoes right now, and put some of the cayenne pepper, mace, cumin, chili powder? You want to put that on there now?
Yeah, let's put a little bit on there.
Let's do that, however much you want.
You said a little bit goes a long way, so let me not.
Absolutely.
Definitely want a little bit of a kick.
I've
oh
actually,
my god.
Most of this comes from me making mistakes, you know. Like I say something like that because I used a shitload of nutmeg in something and completely ruined a dish. And that's just the process, you know.
Well, where'd the fresh garlic go? There was fresh garlic.
I may have moved it for the tomatoes.
It's okay. So what we can do is...
Ooh, that's a great idea. We should have just done that to begin with.
No. Actually, I like.
And even though technically, quote unquote, cross-contamination, it's actually all going in the same place, so it doesn't really matter. So now the fun part, just take all this and just...
I'm actually going to put just a tiny bit of that in there.
That's going to be great.
Well, my plan is to strain it so that way it's not so watery, and then use the onions and garlic inside as the additional seasoning in our dumplings. I think everything is fairly coated. Here we go. And I'll go ahead and wash my hands.
We're going to load these in here. And we have the oven set to broil on high.
Okay.
You need this skillet for anything else?
No, I am actually really good.
Tomatoes in here broil on high. The thing is I don't have a particular time, and with it being oil and that thing set to high, there's always that fire hazard.
Okay.
So we're going to stick it in there.
And then light the house on fire.
We're going to light the house on fire, and then we won't have to worry about posting the video.
The roof is on fire.
But I'm going to give that probably just nothing more than about 5 to 10 minutes before I check on it. We want to really start to get that kind of char on the tomatoes. Otherwise, we would just put it on a grill, but we don't have access to a grill. That's already starting to smoke, and I really don't want to start a fire. So what we're actually going to do...
Oh, I didn't get a chance to go on the
Put it on. All right, so we're gonna actually transfer these. I'm only paranoid about this because there was a fire that got started in this a while back because something was stuck to the bottom of one of the sheet pans without knowing about it, and the oven caught on fire, and it was fun. So these are already coated in oil. We don't need like a frickin' fire hazard sitting in there with it. So I'm gonna transfer to that. We're gonna put those back under. As you can see, they're already starting to get that like brown look to them. Okay, so we actually realized we didn't have any heavy cream, but I found this little thing of half and half, which there isn't a lot in here. And then we also found this oat milk that's unsweetened. And, you know, desperate times, desperate measures. We're actually going to use this in the avocado cream sauce. Ideally, we want to use heavy whipping cream, though. So, yeah, that's what we're going to use. Okay, now you guys are going to see why I transferred the pan from that. See all that smoke? I mean, they are getting blasted right now. Absolutely blasted. Coming along pretty good. They're almost ready to rock and roll. I could actually even crack this because it's really about the direct heat. They're definitely getting close. We forgot to put the aprons on. These were a wedding gift. These are freaking awesome. Mrs. Remember the day we met? Yeah, we got to start wearing these. This is great.
Yes, no, this is awesome. I love it.
Hi, Remy. How you doing, buddy?
Hi, handsome boy. Huh?
All right, let's check on these now.
Oh, yes. Those are nice and hard.
Definitely getting there. See the black stuff on top? Yeah.
This video is brought to you by Rockstar Zero Sugar.
All right, empanada. No, it's cool. I'm going to do this next. I've had wine. How about you? Wine?
God, I look sick. I look like a sick Victorian child, but like an older child.
You know?
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I love you. Okay.
I love you.
I'm just trying to get you to be like, yeah, we're ready to do. And you're like, I look sick. I'm dying. Empanadas, you know what? This is clean and sanitized here. We're just going to do this right here. Oh, you're doing peppers.
Do we have a thingy
What thingy?
to pull out the thingies?
What thingies?
Yeah, what's the best way to do it? Because usually I would just grab a spoon and
So the way that I do these, you did the tops. And you do the ends.
you do the butts.
Do
the
the
butt
tops and the
cheeks.
butt cheeks. Then I come in here. See where that is?
Yeah.
In.
Yeah.
Side.
Yeah.
See what that looks like.
Yes.
Then take the blade. One. Then you find the next one. I'm doing this extra slow for demo purposes. Do the next one.
Okay.
Next one.
Yeah.
Same thing. Last one. Same thing. And then you have your core.
Okay. All right.
And
Passing.
then that's what that looks like.
Awesome.
And this white part actually will end up making whatever you're making bitter. That's why it's important to get rid of that.
Okay, so you chop off the butt cheeks.
Yeah, get those butt cheeks. And I mean, these are all going to be diced up anyway, so it doesn't matter if they're like
Okay,
perfectly
and then
uniform.
you like that. Maybe.
There's
Okay.
a lot of ways to bathe a cat. There you go. Look at that. That's pro, dude. That's pro. Oh my God, look at that. So sexy.
Yeah.
Just be careful. Don't cut yourself.
I'm gentle.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Look at that.
good.
So look at yours. Look
This
at
is
mine.
my first time doing that. Yay.
Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. So
My
good.
innards, the butt cheeks.
No, keep the butt. You can keep the. No, you can keep the butt cheeks.
Well, the butt cheeks are now in the trash.
When that happens, you just take the knife blade, just slide it, and get rid of that little bit there.
Okay.
That was a little bit there too.
All right.
There you go.
Awesome. I can do the rest. I need a Band-Aid because I'm bleeding pretty bad.
Oh no. Okay, let's fix that. Look at that. Look at that wrap job.
I don't want anybody judging me based off of how I chop peppers either.
I actually have a scar. There it is. See that? It's a beauty. I was holding something, cut the crap out of my hand. Man, look at the uniform on it. Look at that. Look at that. Well, she's chopping those. I need to get some of these dumpling dough rolled out.
We can do some fried and then some air fried. How about that?
so we got our empanada dough. Oh, that's gorgeous. I'm not gonna measure this out in any particular thing. I'm just gonna kind of divide this up. Actually, no, let's do this right. I'm probably pissing off people that know how to do dumplings. I am not an expert. I am not the dumpling guy.
I want to be the dumpling guy.
Let's do this. Probably is gonna make way more than that. I just want to make sure they're somewhat even. Hold up here. Actually use this cornstarch. Just dust them a little bit.
What would happen if I just chopped my finger off right now?
We'd probably have to go to the hospital. So I'm just gonna flatten this a little bit. Gotta get this nice and thin. Looks about right. This is a bit of cornstarch.
Those circles look a little bit too thick.
These ones are, this is what I rolled out. You're right, those are very thick. She's talking about these. She didn't see the ones I rolled out. How's your peppers coming?
Yeah.
Looking good so far. You need a bigger bowl?
I'm just learning to be comfortable with the knife and
Takes a while. I guess I can work on the avocados while you're doing that? Or do you want me to cut the steak up?
you can do both actually because the reason why is I don't know how to properly cut a steak and I do not want to violate the integrity of that steak.
So we're actually just gonna cut this super thin. Is it good? You like
Taste it. Thank you. I am proud. I just put things so high up I can't reach them.
I apologize. It's a symptom of being tall.
I can't reach them.
Are you reaching?
I'm trying to get the strainer.
Maybe we can start putting that down in the cupboard. Kind of use a rubber spat and smear that around.
Actually, I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use a little thingy that I bought. Little onions and garlic, and butter. All right.
Cook. So everything that goes into it needs to already be cooked. And then once that's cooked, we'll pull that out, and then we'll mix the beef with the other cooked stuff, so that way the beef doesn't get overcooked.
Yeah, there's a little bit of cilantro already.
Oh man, I wish there was smell-o-vision. This actually smells really good. Put that in there.
Ooh, that smells really good. All of the flavors. Smell it. Smell it.
Oh yeah. Here, let's get a spoon.
I wanted. Hold on. I wanted to be able to tell you what it needed.
Okay, go ahead.
Now I know that salt's needed.
No, just try it. Maybe it doesn't need any salt. Maybe I'm just love sodium.
I like it. Add a little bit more salt, and I'll tell you. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah. With the
Yeah,
salt.
yeah. And then you're gonna want the immersion blender.
A little bit of lime juice. I've never done this before, so what do I do?
So just hit that button and just pop it in there. Half of a tube of polenta. Okay, awesome. You got that. I've always like cooked polenta. I've never used this weird like already cooked tubes. Whatever you need to do, just see if you can just mush it up. I'll use this in a minute and use the immersion blender to finish it off.
This is just very slippery. So exactly what is polenta? You said it's grits? Or...
No, well, grits and polenta are similar. Polenta is made out of yellow corn, and grits is made out of usually hominy or white corn.
Okay. All right, more dirty dishes.
Anybody that cooks for a living knows exactly what kind of pan this is. This had a really nice mirror finish, but I decided I wanted to beat it up because I just wanted a pan that you could just mess up. And we're gonna put about an inch of oil in this.
Here, I want to try one after you do.
So I guess what we'll do is we'll do this. And we'll take this filling here. Let's clamp this shut.
Do we need to do an egg wash?
I think we should. And we'll just go around the outside. Like 2 Trailer Park Girls. There's one. I don't like that. I fucked that up. It doesn't look right, you know. Just crimp that again. There's its butt. Well, that was the right amount of filling. There we go. And so then we're gonna fry that. Actually looks really good. So we'll pop that in there. And then the cool part is I can re-roll this if I need to.
Okay, I wanna try. Mm-hmm. So
I actually ended up crimping it a second.
okay.
It's that's why I was so excited.
Ooh, it's pretty.
All right, let's cut this open.
We're recording this, so no, don't start. Idea, the seasoning, the
Broth on the top and you make the top.
Here's and
You find old school
I want to learn message, and then all of a sudden. Yeah, kind of crazy.
Me?
all right, that's good. These onto here. And in the oil.
I definitely want you
These
to
look
take one.
really nice and crispy and golden and perfect.
Don't
Don't they look good? But yeah, that polenta is delicious.
Thank you.
Any final thoughts?
Yeah. He's like,
No,
fine.
I
Okay,
am
fine.
so I am shocked.
That's
I'm
actually
shooketh
delicious.
at how well this turned out for my first time doing something like this.
It's delicious.
We just rolled the dice and came up with flavor, like what ingredients we needed, and this is what I came up with. Is
That is delicious.
thank you.
It looks really good
Thank
too.
you. I am not. He's the chef.
Yeah, so that was ribeye steak. So that would probably be about a good $24. I would pay, like the size of the polenta, of course, would be bigger than this ramekin. Serving it with like a glass of wine. Oh my god! Like this red wine paired really good with it.
So just a fair warning, this was an empty sink to start with. And now
Clean
it's
as you go.
So actually,
gonna be a fun night. So I'm gonna get started on this. You guys have an awesome day.